Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of The Grandstand here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I'm, as always, your host, AR, the Ohio Patriot, and for today's episode, we're going to be doing a very special Mother's Day episode, specifically talking about a bunch of Reddits and subreddits and stuff like that, and how Ohio abortionists specifically don't see the irony in their choices today, of all days. And are really just a bunch of sick demon baby killers, what it is, man, for real. And legitimately are so mentally retarded that they don't see the irony of having to be born to do what they're fucking doing. Also, apparently I got banned from another subreddit last night, which was our Nebraska, of all places. And for those interested in why I got banned from the Nebraska subreddit, it was specifically because I was pro men's rights and not them not being fucked over in marriage is what it was. So, yeah, pretty much similar stuff to what I got banned on other subreddits for. And we'll talk about that here in a couple minutes, what it is. So, specifically, there was a post put out there on our Nebraska the other day that was, let me see if I can find it here, the following, which was these fucking clowns that run it saying, has anyone read the full Nebraska GOP platform? They really want to take us back 100 years. And what they're talking about taking us back 100 years said, believe no fault divorce should be limited to situations in which the couple has no children of the marriage. So that apparently is taking people back 100 years, I guess, according to these fucking retards. And my response to that was, I specifically said, real quick. Yeah, I said, stop trying to take men for half their stuff and actually get into a marriage for life. Simple solution. And that got me a permanent ban from that subreddit. So, yeah, just to show how fucking ignorant as hell these moderators are and these leftists are and stuff like that. Because the second you come drop out of line and stuff like that with their leftist bullshit ideology is what it is, they'll try to censor your voice is what it is, man. And that's the problem with giving these leftists any fucking power of any of these platforms right now, is they'll wield and abuse the shit out of what it is, man. And they'll just keep doing it until they're stopped. So, anyway, we got a couple other ones that we're going to talk about specifically. We're going to discuss a couple different ones relating to the subreddit for Ohio, the main topic of the day, which will be obviously the abortionist people here don't understand the irony of their stuff, which is basically this one I just pulled upon a couple minutes back, which was treat mom by signing for her rights. It's like, wait, what? First of all, you have no legal right to kill children. Number one. You have no constitutional right to kill children. Number two. In fact, the Constitution is the opposite of that thing. When you actually read the fucking good old U.S. Constitution, something many of these leftists have never done in their entire worthless ass lives, and exactly why I should never have fucking voting rights in this country or the state, is that when you actually read into it, it's talking about life, liberty, property as the first things, even before the First Amendment, dude. So, yeah. And the fact they don't see the irony in that even is just pathetic, really, honestly. But to go back to this, though, what they were saying here was the person that was behind this post said, there are signings going on tomorrow. So this was like last night is what it was. So it'd be today. All over, you must be 18, registered to vote, or you can register at the time of signing. Again, how the fuck is this even legal, dude? You are registering someone to vote Democrat just so that they can fucking sign your bullshit ass petition is what that is, dude. There has to be fucking laws against that right there, dude. Because you're saying, hey, here's a registration form to fill out to become a registered voter at 18 years old. Oh, sign this petition to kill a bunch of kids in the womb now. Again, how is that not voter fraud or voter manipulation and voter fucking gerrymander? Or what was I gonna say? It wouldn't be gerrymandering per se, but it would definitely be voter fraud, and it would definitely be ballot harvesting for sure. So, anyway, or at least ballot harvesting-esque things at that point. Be like T. Don said, you must sign a petition packet for the county you are registered in. You can sign a petition anywhere. It just has to be for your county. And then it said, Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, grandmas, aunts, sisters, nieces, single dads. How the hell's a single dad a fucking mom? Fur moms. That's not a fucking thing, you weird fucks. And moms to be, and anyone else who is a mom. Again, only women can be mothers. It's fucking weird, dude. But yeah, people are just fucked in the head. And like I said to them there, do y'all not see the irony in this? So, they don't. That's the problem, honestly. They really don't. They're that fucking smooth, but they don't see the irony in all this, dude. Because they're just fucking retarded. But at least there's this that we can look forward to, which is another one I just came upon a few minutes back before I started this chat, which was this person saying, why are suburban Columbus teens Republicans, ? I don't know. Maybe because they see the fucking tyranny in the Democrat Party in the past 3 years. Maybe because they see Allison Russo and company are a bunch of goddamn fucking lunatics who've been insurrection, deprivation of law, bribery up the ass, fucking tried to gerrymander the entire the entire county of Franklin into a fucking Democrat shithole with multiple seats there for their asses, et cetera, et cetera. Maybe that's why. Or maybe it's the fact they don't be taxed to death. You know? Could be any of those reasons, honestly. Could be all those reasons, actually. But, yeah, as this person tweeted on said, I live in an affluent area near Columbus, so either Upper Arlington or Grandview, I'm guessing, because those are the two richest neighborhoods in those areas. And I noticed in school how, oh, of course, they got to take a fucking racist by saying white teenagers in that one. Yeah, this person said, I live in an affluent area near Columbus, and I noticed in school how, she said how, so it should have been just how the white teenagers, regardless of gender, seem to lean towards the GOP. So way to prove you're an anti-white racist piece of shit, lady. Said, although there are some white girls who are Democrats, well, there are more white girls who are Democrats than men, yeah, because white chicks are fucking liberal leftist pieces of shit in high school and college is what it is, dude. And then they continued on, said, and how Asian boys seem to be pretty Republican, although the girls are Democrats. Again, falls on gender lines, it sounds like. And they continued on, said, as someone who notices how people online think that Gen Z is strongly Democrat, I've never said that at all, dude. In fact, I've said there's a big push in Gen Z to be Republican at this point. There's that fucking retarded version of the group that are the Harry Sensen and fucking Chris Maury types that can go fuck themselves because they're DNC paid shell pieces of shit is what it is. The smart ones, though, know what the fuck's up. And the person continued on said, I am wondering why teens in my affluent area are an outlier, or if maybe it is because of my bubble. Well, it's not an outlier, you dumbass. And like I said, maybe it's because they want to keep their affluence and not be taxed to oblivion. Like, you ever think about that? You ever think about maybe, I don't know, not wanting to pay a bunch of bullshit into a Green New Deal that's going to fucking destroy your entire economy and your entire country? Or maybe it's the fact that you have Democrats literally refusing to fund a fucking border wall and an actual solution to mass illegal immigration to this country that should have been declared an act of war over 20 fucking years ago. Maybe that's the reason why. Maybe that's the reason why, man. I'm about to do it, honestly, at this point, dude. I'm about to do it. I'm about to get it out, baby. I'm about to get it out. You guys see what's about to happen. Make America great again, bitches. Seriously. I got the fucking MAGA hat from 3 years ago. I'm so sick and tired of this shit, man. I really fucking am. Got to put on the Chinese built Made in America hat. Or Make America Great Again hat. Because, yeah, just sick and tired of it, dude. I actually bought this as a fuck you to my aunt one time. It's pretty funny. So, but nah, seriously. We need to do something at this point. Get it done correctly. And take this country back by force if necessary from the scumbag cheaters in the nation right now. But anyway. Throw that back off. I just want to do that for, obviously, dramatic effect. But not seriously, though. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. That you have these people that are all like, oh, I don't see why these dudes are voting Republican. And it's like, again, maybe it's because you're fucking stupid is what it is. Maybe it's because you don't understand the irony. that people want to actually have a country where they can actually live the fucking American dream in it, and don't get that they don't want to have their entire life fucked over by the government. And I'm sure, honestly, in a lot of cases, these people don't want to even vote Republican, is what it is. They would rather vote third party, but unfortunately, with the fucking retarded pieces of shit in power in Ohio currently, and under that dumb motherfucker John Kasich, you legitimately have a situation where it's either vote Democrat or vote Republican because you don't have a fucking third option in the primaries and stuff like that. Because they took that away with some bullshit amendment during Kasich's second term, right before he got reelected for a second term. And what's even more fucking disgusting to me is that you had the Libertarian Party here in Ohio that were all like, oh, but, you know, we tried to fight this. It's like, did you, though? Did you really? Or did you just fuck off and act like you give a shit when you didn't give a fucking shit? And now y'all just sit there and are like, well, we don't really want to be fucked by the Democrats, so I guess we'll put some Republicans into office now. Instead of actually running for office yourselves, as a Republican or a Democrat for that matter, it doesn't really matter, honestly. Either way, run underneath that party for that time period in that particular election cycle, win that fucking seat of power, and then immediately after you take office, switch your political affiliation to Libertarian, Green Party, Internet Libertarian, Constitutional Party, what the fuck ever. It doesn't matter, honestly. Because that right there, it would force them to recognize your political party at a state level then, especially in primaries in the future. And that's my biggest problem with people right now, is they're not doing that. It's like I've said before, I am not a fucking Republican Party person, dude. I am 100%. If I would ever get elected into office, not here, obviously, at a county level, like I would still hold Republican Party at that time because I would have to, is what it is. But if I ever get elected governor in a couple years down the road, the first fucking thing I'm doing is the Internet Libertarian Party, my political party that I created back in 2016, will be recognized in the state of Ohio, statewide. Because that will be my political affiliation at the time. There may be a Republican stronghold in the state house. Who the fuck knows? But either way, it's fucking ridiculous, dude. So, anyways. One other thing I wanted to say in this short and sweet Mother's Day one was basically this whole thing, which is Columbus mayoral challenger files criminal complaint against city public safety official. And then they said, what is this man doing? What good does this do for his candidacy? Just makes him look weak. So let's see what the actual thing is they're talking about here. This is a Columbus Dispatch article. Oh, of course it's not fucking... Dude, give me a fucking actual free thing here. Like, fuck you and your fucking paid bullshit, assholes. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. Yeah, this person here said, like, about a day ago almost, said maybe a little bit petty, but with Ginther, you can expect more bowing to mega developers and a worsening housing crisis here in Columbus. The other guy apparently actually cares about the people of the city, as evidenced by his real world activism. So he's a fucking Democrat commie, basically. Piece of shit is what it is. Gotcha. So we would be lucky to have him as mayor with big money. Will probably win again. So that right there, that person right there tells me everything I need to know about this fucking guy. This Mortel, Columbus, Ohio. Let's see. Joseph Mortel. Let's see what this guy's claim to fame is here. Also known as Joe, is running for election as mayor of Columbus. He is on the ballot in the general election November 7th, 2023. The primary for the office is May 2nd, 2023. Sorry, the primary for this office on May 2nd, 2023 was canceled. So wait, is this guy a Republican then? I'm confused. Because that sounded like he was a piece of shit leftist guy. So, because I would say if he's going to be on the ballot, then it would be an opposite to Ginther. Then it would actually be a Republican candidate then. Maybe. Let's see. He's a Christian / Catholic. Let's see here. Born in Columbus, Ohio. Is a construction safety professional and OSHA certifications. Affiliated with the following organizations: Clintonville, Beechwood, Resource Center, University Community Association, Salvation Army, Flow, whatever the hell that is. I'm assuming it's one of these lefty organizations, probably. Oh, yeah, fuck this guy. Southern Poverty Law Center. So if he is running as Republican, it's a fucking slap in the face to the Republican Party because this guy's a fucking rhino sack of shit, dude. He is a left-tarded piece of shit. With the SPLC, the NCAA or NCAA or NAACP, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, United Farm Workers. Jesus Christ. Oh, shocker. Has Islamic fucking ties to Carr. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, this guy is the worst. Like, as much as I hate Andrew Ginther, dude, like, give Ginther another run, honestly, at this point. But this is going to be the only fucking challenger. Good Lord. Good fucking God, man. And you had two other not quote unquote not. I love how they say nonpartisan on this shit instead of saying Democrat light, or actually it would be Democrat, super Democrat. That's what it would be on that one. Jesus, so ridiculous, dude. What a joke. Let's see here. Did this guy actually answer these questions? Let's see, attended Youngstown University. Oh, here we go. Please list 3 key messages of your campaign. What are the main points you want voters to remember about your goals for your time in office? Let's see. Create true affordable housing for those making less than $42,000 a year. Continue fighting for jobs that pay living wages. So definitely commie bullshit right there. Stop the abuse of tax amendments which reduce revenue for public education, escalates property taxes for seniors and those fixed incomes, and increase rental rates, making them less affordable. Jesus. Yeah, that's some commie shit right there, dude, for real. Let's see. What areas of public policy are you personally passionate about? What does this guy say here? Neighborhood development, preserving our architectural and historical significant buildings and homes. I actually agree with that one, by the way. Changing organizational culture within Columbus. Oh, okay, there you go. So the guys fucking defund the police is what it is. Public parks and other green spaces, mass transit, give opportunity to the underserved. So yeah, basically race-based fucking ESG crap is what it is. So those without a voice, and bring democracy back to Columbus by allowing citizens to truly participate in policy decisions that impact development, education, police accountability, affordable housing, wages, and health. So what I really hear in that one is commie bullshit, some more commie bullshit, some more commie bullshit. We are not a fucking democracy, you fucking retard. We are a constitutional republic and always have been. Go fuck yourself. Joseph Mortel, or Motel, however you pronounce dumbass name. God, I hate these fucking people, dude. This is why I can't stand fucking major cities in this country, dude, because it's basically, you either have Andrew Ginther, who is one of the worst pieces of shit who should order an arrest out of office right now for the anti-gun shit he's pulled, or it's these fucking clowns like Motel there, or Motrol, however I pronounce his name there, I'm not sure, where they're going to be even harder left-wing and be even more communist. So it's like, okay, what's worse? The guy who is an already gun-grabbing sack of shit who should be in fucking state prison for the shit he's pulled right now against people of the state, or the other fucking ass clown who's going to do all that shit and then add some more shit on top of that. So it's either who's worse, the already steaming pile of shit first that's already in there as the incumbent, or the even bigger fucking pile of dog shit and horse shit and fucking pig shit and everything else mixed together that's going to do everything and then some to fuck over your rights. But as long as he's a fucking Democrat, that's all that matters, right? Go fuck yourself, Columbus. Honestly, if we could annex you fuckers into being a city state right now, where you have literally no power at a state or federal level outside of your little shithole fucking square is what it is there, we would right now. I've seriously had it with these fucks, dude. So, anyway, I'm gonna go see some people dropping links here right now. So let me go check these real fast on the YouTube side. Make sure my thing's all plugged in right now. Okay. Let's see. That's weird. Huh. So I can see the links coming up on my side on the StreamYard, but I go over to YouTube here and I'm not seeing shit right now. Very weird. Very odd. Yeah, that's super duper weird. I don't know what's up with that, man. Because I can click on them like that. I just can't actually, physically go to them, what it is there. And it's actual YouTube links, which is even weirder. I know this person that's posting things right now is a mod, so I don't know. That is weird. That is weird as fuck. Huh. Yeah, it's got to be YouTube fucking with the algorithms and stuff to be the case. So, anyway. Actually, I'm gonna go back to the thing with the kids in Columbus area. There's what it is. But yeah, one of the funnier ones underneath my comment there was somebody else commenting and said, was talking about the Asian guys and stuff there. It said, also have to remember that a lot of Asia was completely fucked by failed leftist policy in the last century. It's similar to going to and Florida and seeing Cubans being very, very vocally anti-left. And this person here said, because their parents are on the side of the political spectrum, meaning right-wing people. So that group in New Albany, it was a pretty common thing. A lot of kids changed their perspective once they were behind the white picket fences. Oh, you mean like they actually wanted to live a fucking living wage, have a living wage and actually have, a good neighborhood they wanted to live in and stuff like that? I mean like that? You fucking racist. This person says, Powell or New Albany. It's because that's what they're saying for the places here in Columbus subreddit, or not subreddit, in the Columbus suburbs there. So that's because their parents are rich enough to be well off, but not wealthy enough to not bitch about paying taxes. Teenage boys never had to face adversity, so they don't see the cruelty a lot of GOP policies bring to the working class. They just parrot what their douchebag parents say. Says the fucking douchebag leftists, assholes like this motherfucker right here, who are legitimately trying to kill children in the fucking womb right now with their bullshit fucking signing of abortion policies, dude, in the state to try to get them on an amendment in November. Like, that's the thing. These people, the thing is, these people will never have the fucking numbers, dude, in this state ever again when it comes to leftist shit and it comes to their political party. So what are they trying to do? It's basically trying to fucking close the barn door after the horse has already gotten out right now and be all like, well, we can't do it this way legally because we don't have the fucking numbers, so let us go ahead and skirt around the fucking shit and fuck people over another way and try to amend your state constitution and pay people off for fucking votes and stuff. And then at the same time, turn around when the other side basically does their job and puts in a special election and, oh no, now we got to sue and make it to the Supreme Court of the state is what it is now. Good fucking luck with that in that 4-3 decision, dude, because you ain't never getting that through. I guarantee you the way this is going to work right now, if the Ohio Supreme Court even takes up that bullshit fucking piece of legislation there for that lawsuit, immediately it's going to be Pat DeWine, who is Mike DeWine's son right now. It's going to be Pat Fisher, who was the other guy who got reelected last year. It's going to be Sharon Kennedy, who's the new state Supreme Court justice. who is an actual good person and gives a fuck, unlike that fucking cunt Maureen O'Connor did. And it's going to be that Joe Dieters guy who DeWine appointed recently is going to be the fourth vote then in that 4-3 decision. So yeah, good fucking luck to y'all, man. Ain't going to happen, bitches. It's 100% going to go party line vote. It's going to be 4 Republicans, 3 Democrats voting against that shit. Or I should say 4 Republicans voting for it, 3 Democrats voting against it. And, or wait. Sorry, mine's not sharp right now because I'm fucking tired. It would be the opposite way of that. It would be 4 Republicans voting against that fucking lawsuit, 3 Democrats voting for the lawsuit, and it would basically be the Republican Party telling them to go fuck themselves then. And would they try to take that to a larger court then, like a circuit court or something like that? Again, good luck with that because it's not going to happen. You're never going to get it to that circuit court in time, or the circuit court will just drag their fucking feet. Not to mention that circuit court that is for Ohio and a bunch of other states around us is what it is very, very right-wing right now. They're the ones that have voted through pro-2A legislation before to the actual Supreme Court. And they're also the ones that have basically struck down a bunch of unconstitutional bullshit when it came to anti-gun laws and stuff. So good luck trying to get that through them, dude, because it's not going to happen either. So anyway, yeah. It's honestly what it is at the end of the day. It's a bunch of bullshit posturing by Democrats in the state right now that know that they're fucked, know that their stupid-ass fucking amendment's never going to make November ballot because it's going to be immediately, knock the fuck out, basically, with a 60% threshold in the August special election. And they're trying to do everything they fucking can right now to attempt to grasp at little bits and pieces of power that they can get. And they're not getting shit is what it is, dude. It's like the old, crabs in a barrel mentality where you have one crab trying to escape and stuff like that. And then you have everybody else latching on to that first one. And so instead of that one crab being easily able to escape out of the fucking barrel, you have all these other dickheads being a clamp over his body. And so instead of just that, couple ounces of weight that first crab is carrying, now it's carrying like 10 pounds of weight from like 50 other crabs underneath is what it is. Because it's those ones, the first ones are attaching to it, and then it's every other one after that is attaching to the second and the third one and the fourth one, et cetera there. And so you have this basically, barrel that's like 100 pounds deep or whatever full of crabs where nothing can escape because they're being dragged down by everybody else is what it is. That's the Democrat Party in a nutshell, by the way, is the whole crabs in a barrel thing there. It's these people that want to, and I'm not saying it's just Democrat Party either. There's a lot of fucking rhinos as well out there in this country currently, especially federally, that it basically is these old fuckers that are career politicians in most cases who are like, well, I got mine, so fuck everybody else now. They're like, I got what I need to have here, so fuck you and fuck your rights and fuck your Constitution, everything else like that. Oh, we need cheap labor? Instead of actually, I don't know, paying a decent living wage, let's just import the fucking third world and the first world and see what happens. And that's both those major parties too, by the way. It's both Democrats and Republicans who are doing that shit at a federal level right now. It's these scumbags who are basically doing back people like your Lindsey Grahams and your Mitch McConnells, et cetera, there in the Republican Party. And then, of course, your Chuck Schumer's, Nancy Pelosi's, et cetera, on the Democrat Party side are doing these backdoor shady ass fucking handshake deals with giant corporations to fuck us all over. And it's exactly why tournaments need to be had in this country. I mean, shit, you had Dianne Feinstein come back into fucking Senate the other day in a goddamn wheelchair. The old bitch looks like Weekend at Bernie's at this point, where she's fucking a deceased fucking corpse in a goddamn wheelchair, dude. And is being wheeled in and is like, hey, everybody. It's like, where's the puppet string holding up her fucking hand on that one, dude? Like, seriously. So ridiculous. It's just disgusting is what it really is, honestly. I've just honestly had it with these fucking people on both parties is what it is, man. This is why I truly believe in if we were to come back and be a true constitutional republic again, the way it needs to be is it needs to be 50 to 100 political parties in this country right now at a federal level and at state levels and stuff. And it needs to be anybody can vote for what they want to vote for. And if you have, like, let's go ahead and say 10 Democrats, 10 Republicans, and then it's like the rest of a state house of like 100 or so people or whatever is made up of like 5 or 6 libertarians, 3 or 4 Green Party people, 10 or 12 constitutionalists, fucking 4 or 5 actual communists or socialists or whatever the case be, or whatever party they want to run at that point. or, Democrat socialists is what they like to call themselves a lot now, which again is just socialism and communism. Or it's like, hey, there's a Marxist party now, and you got 5 people in the state house underneath that fucking party now. Like, hey, if people are dumb enough to vote for that, man, okay, at least it's true representation at that point. Then it's not just people being like, well, I'm a Democrat, but I believe X, Y, and Z, and have gone so fucking far to the left at this point, they might as well be falling off a damn cliff, honestly, because they're fucking insane, dude. So, and yes, very much so it is the Uni Party, and that's the problem right now. And like I said, and I went off on that rant yesterday is what it is. So many of these people that are doing these positions of power right now, they aren't even really winning elections. What they're doing is they're the incumbent in some district that has been so gerrymandered one way or the other that there's nobody in a general election to run on the opposite party or opposite parties against them, because they would know that they would lose miserably, and it's like, why spend the money? So what you end up having is you have these one-person races where it's like, oh, guess you're just getting by default now. No, fuck that. If that's going to be the case, get rid of that entire district, dude. Get rid of that entire district and make it a smaller fucking state house then, or make it a smaller Congress then. If it's going to be so gerrymandered to the point where these people are going to be able to win by, plus 20, plus 30, plus 40, plus 70, whatever the fuck it is, then get the fuck out. You don't belong here. And that's the thing. And that's me saying that right now. And somebody has a state right now that has a supermajority Republicans, because there's like 10 of these fucking people that won that way last go around. It's like, nah, bro. You had no primary challengers. You had absolutely no general election challengers. Get the fuck out and don't come back. And that would include my own state rep, by the way, who won by that exact fucking way. It's like, if you cannot beat somebody in at least one race at that point, get the hell out of office. Your district will be redistricted into a smaller district is what it is then. Or we'll have one county, one rep stuff where it's like, instead of 3 of you jackasses representing Stark County, it'd be 1 of y'all. And the same thing with Franklin County. Instead of it being Allison Russo, Dontavius Jarrells, Letitia Humphreys, and like 8 other fucking Democrats, it's like, nah, bro. It's going to be one fucking person from that place entirely in Franklin County, and the rest of y'all can go fuck off. And so forth and so on. And then you'd actually have other representation coming out of other counties is what it is. Because that's the problem right now, honestly. You have like these 11 seats in Franklin County. You have like 10, 12, 14 seats, whatever the fuck it is, there in Cuyahoga County where Cleveland is. And I think there's like 8 or 9 down in Hamilton County where Cincinnati is there. And it's like, bro, when you have almost all of them Democrat held, except for like the outskirts areas where it's like legitimately out of the cities and stuff like that into a rural Republican suburb area and stuff like that, which is where people like Bill Seitz come from down in Hamilton County there. So it's like, yeah, either fight the Democrats for the 1 seat in fucking Hamilton or fuck you, Bill. It's as simple as that, dude. Like, we already know you're a rhino sack of shit, dude. We already know you watered down our fucking Pro 2A legislation a couple years ago. I mean, shit, man. I still have a fucking sign right here, literally, that I can pull out currently. That was from a year ago when I was doing my 2A rally that day. Which was talking about HB 62 at the time, which was the which one was that actually? Yeah, 62 was the 2A sanctuary movement. And then you had, obviously, 227 was the constitutional carry one. And that fucker watered down that one. So, it's just a bunch of shit entirely. But anyway. It's just fucking ridiculous what it is, dude. It really is. And I'm sick and tired of all of it. I just want to see my state taken back. Become better. Become a 1 county, 1 rep state right now. And I think there's a lot of other states around here that could do that as well. Pennsylvania's another one of these. Had a great thing right now where it's like, nah. You got 1 person representing Philadelphia. You got 1 person representing Pittsburgh. Those counties, specifically what those are in, because that's who's going to represent is what it is. So it'll be like 2 Democrats there in that state house. And then it's like, no, you got like 70 other fucking counties is what it is then. And that's your representatives are then. And you would have a bunch of Republicans in there and a few more Democrats. And it would probably be a Republican stronghold then. And you could actually have them take back their fucking state house then. It would be, instead of having 200 plus jackasses in there, because you got like 50 fucking districts in fucking Philadelphia alone. There is no reason for that, dude. Especially when you got these crazy ass fucking teens out there committing all kinds of crimes, literally trying to fucking jump on vehicles in the middle of the damn street when they're trying to drive down the fucking road. I saw that yesterday, actually, on Twitter. If you go to the Ohio Picture Education Network Twitter feed there, I'm pretty sure I retweeted it, or I actually grabbed it and linked it or whatever then. So, but anyway, yeah, I just find it very ironic and very funny, though, that we're seeing all this craziness happen in this country, and nobody really seems to care, honestly, and it's just sad. Well, I'm not saying nobody seems to care, but it's like the people in power that actually have power right now don't seem to give a fuck at all is what it is, dude, because, again, they don't really give a shit because most of them are old as fuck right now. They're all a bunch of geriatrics. They're all to the point where they're going to be dead of natural causes in the next couple of years, so it'll be. And they're sitting high on their fucking horse thinking nothing's ever going to happen to them until it does. Until the actual reality slaps them in the face right now. And they're realizing, like, oh, wait, my servant. Oh, wait, I mean my butler. Because obviously that's how those people think, by the way. They think about their servants and stuff like that, or their butlers, or whatever it is. It's like, oh, my driver can't go buy a bunch of food now for me? Oh, wait, you mean all these fucking crazy-ass trillion-dollar fucking investments to other countries like Ukraine are now making it so I can't buy a gallon of milk anymore? Yeah, welcome to the real world, motherfuckers. It's like, oh, wait, all these illegals that we let into our border now are just often Americans, record numbers? We wonder why we're fucked as a country? Why are we going underground now for the next 30 years of our lives? Holy shit. Oh, by the way, I started watching a new show called Silo last night, and no joke, man, the first episode is exactly what the left wants at this point, exactly what they tried to pull in 2020 there, where they were destroying all the statues and defacing all the dudes who were actually black guys who fought in the Civil War and stuff like that, and then abolitionist people who were a bunch of white folks and stuff like that, and black folks too as well on top of that. So it was like black abolitionists and white abolitionists and stuff that were part of the movement to end slavery there. It was them defacing all their shit back in 2020 there. In this show, Silo, it's basically what they call quote-unquote relics, and it's anything that existed before these people's time in their crazy-ass silo place where they live at, because it's essentially what they're telling them is like, oh yeah, if you go outside, like, you'll die of like some kind of crazy gas or whatever then. And these relics are essentially what would be left of current America right now. It would be American history right now. And that's exactly what the left thinks, dude. They want their rules for radicals bullshit going through to where they can just kill us all so that nobody can be remembered is what it is for what actually was before that. And they want to destroy all history and rewrite it to their own commie bullshit or their own thing where it's like, oh, wait, nobody can leave this area because, oh, if you do, oh, holy shit, you take off your fucking helmet and all of a sudden it's all bright skies and lush forests and birds everywhere and animals frolicking about and stuff like that. That's what it is, dude. And that's the problem right now. And unfortunately, with what's going on currently, these people are 100% taking us to a civil war in this country in the next year or so. I'm actually shocked the first shot hasn't been fired yet at this point. Maybe it has been, actually, and we just don't know it yet. And by that, I'm not talking about like an actual physical shot. I'm talking about like metaphorical shots. I mean, you look at them murdering Daniel Penny right now in New York City there for the subway shit. They've been doing the same to people for years now. They tried to do it to fucking Rittenhouse back in 2021 there with the BS trial. They tried to fuck over Daniel Perry there in Texas currently with 25 to life, basically, because of that fucking leftist asshole judge who should be disbarred on the spot right now. And I hope and pray that the parole board there actually gives Greg Abbott the go-ahead to just pardon Perry at this point, man, for real. Because if he doesn't, like, oh my God, dude, that place is just fucked then. I also found out recently, if you do have carry insurance in this country, do not go with USCCA because they will fuck you over if you have a self-defense encounter. There is actually one that I forget what somebody told me it was called offhand. It's something else, like constitutional something or other. That's actually like a newer one that came out, I guess, in the last few years. They actually will back you up there is what it is. So that being said, I personally don't have those insurances just because for me, first and foremost, it's financial issues. And then secondly, even if I had the financial means to do that stuff, I'm kind of to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm almost 40. If something were to happen, it's going to fucking happen. Can I just afford a lawyer at some point by selling some shit? Yes, I could. Could I afford bail by, asking family members and stuff like that? Yes, I could. So it's like, what's the point of even having the insurance, especially if they're not even going to cover you? Is what it is. We have an actual self-defense account, is what it'd be then. So yeah, to me, it's just a waste of money with these people for USCCA and stuff like that. But as far as I understand now, I guess the constitutional carry in North Carolina is dead because the one that the NRA and the USCCA were behind basically got, shipped back to the shelf, or whatever you call it there, or just shipped in the trash can, whichever it was, because it would have required to have training from these two scumbag organizations. So anyway, fun times though, and we're not even sure where the hell the one for South Carolina is right now. It's still being held up in their state senate currently. So, but yeah, happy Mother's Day to everybody though, man, for real. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Thank you for being cool enough to actually give birth to all of us, and wanting to have children, and actually having children, going through with it, and not aborting these kids. And thanks to all the fathers out there who were able to, have a family for at least some amount of time, is what it is. And that's about all that we got for today, is what it is, man. So I'll see you guys probably. Well, if you're on Rumble tonight, I'll be on Honda's chat on Rumble tonight. But other than that, I don't know if I'll be doing a chat tomorrow at some point or not. Or I might wait a couple of days or whatever, just see. Because really, anymore, I'm just waiting to see if anything interesting happens, is what it is, like news-wise, and I'll just talk about that as what it is for the day or whatever. Or like what happened to me here with the scumbags in the Nebraska subreddit, basically permanently banning me for talking about fathers' rights and fathers not being fucked over in marriages and stuff like that. So, yeah, fun times. Fun times have by all, man. This is what happens when you leave leftists in power for any reason, or any shape or form, is what it is. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all in the next one.